Wait a minute. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Alright, let me quick. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Tone to it too, and yes, that is my music. Give it to him. Yo, so Cardi B announced. She made an announcement. Let's listen to this announcement. Let's listen to this announcement.
Hello. Hey. Hey. Awesome.
Yo.
Okay. This is the girl. Hello.
But everybody been bugging me and everything, and I've been trying to work things out with my baby father for a hot minute now, and we're really good friends, and we're really good business partners, and he's always somebody that I run to talk to, and we got a lot of love for each other, but things just haven't been working out between us for a long time, and it's nobody's fault. It's just like I guess we grew out of love, but we're not together anymore. I don't know, it might take time to get a divorce, and I'm gonna always have a lot of love for him because he is my daughter's father, and yeah.
Alright, so you know what? I don't usually do this type of reporting, but I'm gonna tell you something. I likes the Cardi B, but I don't listen to her music. I like the journey that Cardi B took. She, I listened to her story of how she came up. I like her full name, Bacardi. Was it Belclarise or something like that? I just think that's a really dope superhero name or something like that. But I watched some of her Instagram, and I don't really do all the cursing and stuff like that. But, she's like, I used to be a stripper or, and done all this stuff as a stripper that, is definitely not up my lane, and things that I do. I don't go to strip clubs and, things along that line. I don't live in that world. And some of her music I like. Some of it is a little too much for me. I'm like, I can't do this. But some of her music I like. I'm like, okay, like that new song, I like it like that. I was like, okay, I like this song, I like Bodak Yellow or whatever that is, without the cursing, and and I liked the one time she did the video where everybody was in red, so she was, I guess, representing Bloods. I really stay away from all that, but what she was saying was hard. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's that New York. I like that stuff because I grew up on it. You know what I'm saying? Big, Lil Kim, you know what I'm saying? Big L, you know what I'm saying? I grew up listening to those people, Gangstar, all those people who really, Run DMC, who really influenced rap, and Curtis Blow and all these cats, and so I like rap lyrically. Like I really get down with that, especially when you're talking about where you're from, how it is where you're from, how grimy it is. I digest the cursing on that because I'm like, that's how they are where they're at. You know what I'm saying? It's wild in the streets. A lot of stuff goes on in, her neck of the woods, as we've seen constantly in the media. So I was like, this woman is really talking about, like, this is why she blew up so much on Instagram, because she's telling her truth. Like, this is the truth. Like, and I really like when she was doing her own little show and going out and asking people about, the presidents and stuff. I was like, she's really smart. So those things I really dig about Cardi. Now, the fact that she got married was big ups to me because we all know that marriage in this country is frowned upon pretty much. And this is with every nationality. People are just not getting married. Not even the Asians. They're like, nah, we ain't married. I mean, if the Asians ain't getting married, there's a problem because of tradition. So there's huge problems when it comes to marriage. So when these two rich, young, black entrepreneurs got married, I was like, Cardi, that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, boom, there you go. But nonetheless, I hate to say this, but it's like, did you think it was last? You know what I'm saying? Like, was this all a stunt? Because that's what I thought when I saw it. I was like, this is all publicity. You know what I'm saying? This is all spotlight type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, maybe they really love each other. Who knows? But we know what the divorce rate in this country is. It's 60%. All right? So it's disappointing to see these two people who have so much influence on other people today getting a divorce over infidelity is basically what it's for. It's over infidelity, and they got a child together. It's like you want young entrepreneurial upstarts, millionaires. These are young millionaires. They're not 30. They're young millionaires who can sway people to do, to go left or right because that's how much power they have. So you want this example to just keep going, like, you know what I'm saying? Keep living that dream, but it just doesn't. It just doesn't last anymore, and that's a shame. And people are saying it's so and so's fault. I'm not in their life like that. I don't know them personally, but I'm curious if they know how much power they have. I'm curious if they know the backlash to them getting a divorce, because everything they do is in the spotlight. But I'm curious if they know that some little girl, some little boy out there is looking at them and going, I want to be like them. I'm curious to how many people around the world, like, do they have any idea of how many people in foreign countries they probably never been to are looking at them as an example of what to be. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly what's going on. That's what's going on. You have people who will never get to see them, who will never get to talk to these two rich black people, who will never, but they will always inspire to be them. And everything that they do that's put in a spotlight, these people think this is the way to go. If you don't think it has an effect, you're fooling yourself. It has a direct effect on people. Cardi B is a ghetto princess. And I'm saying that because that's where she came from. She still reps her hood really, really hard, if you can't tell by the Nicki Minaj fiascos. And if anybody comes at her, Cardi don't play. So how many young ladies in hoods all around the world are looking at Cardi like, yeah, let's go. Listen, there's a little girl recently, 6 years old. They do this whole 6-year-old graduation, the 7th to whatever grade, the 4th grade. And little girl got on stage and said, I want to be a stripper when I grow up. You don't think she got that from someone else? Famous? She openly said, I wanted to be a stripper in front of everyone, parents and everything, and everybody started laughing. Nobody corrected the little girl because now it's cool. It's socially accepted. You don't think Cardi B has something to do with that? She did, because she went from being a stripper kept the same mentality of the hood and is now a millionaire. You don't think Black China has something to do with that? Kim Kardashian has something to do with that? These people are influencing these children inadvertently to go left or right. I'm just wondering if they know how much power that they have. And we all kind of thought, this probably ain't gonna last. But I, for one, was hoping that it was. Because we need examples of how to live from these young people. And for the younger generation, these 6 and 7-year-old young brothers and sisters are looking at y'all. And when I say they're looking at y'all, I mean they study your Instagram. Anything public about you, these children know. And I'm not trying to give nobody a guilt trip. I'm just saying this is the power of social media. It's your boy Tone 202. The Lord loves you and so do I. That's one of my beats, y'all. I'm out.